Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a television series review, at least up to this point from what I've seen, for FX's Anger Management. Of course, Charlie Sheen's show after Two and a Half Men. Alright, so I don't usually do reviews for comedy series or comedy shows, and I'm not going to be doing like every episode review type thing for this one. But I think it makes sense to go ahead and do a review of the series itself from what I've seen. I've only seen about 25 episodes of it so far, the first 25, and there is 78 episodes, so I got to go ahead and watch the rest before I can, fully give my thoughts and everything. But by the time I get there, they'll have even more than that because they're doing a lot of episodes of this show. The first season, let's see, was only 10 episodes, and then the second season they've gone like, so many, like it's listed to 84. So, there's 74 additional episodes right there and probably more coming after that. So, this one, of course, being shown on FX, which is a network that at first I hadn't heard much of a couple years ago, but of course we have The Strain that's on FX, which is an incredible horror series that I really enjoyed a lot. Fargo was on it, which was an awesome, awesome show as well. Then, of course, they have this, and Sons of Anarchy is also on FX, which is a show that people constantly tell me to watch, even though I haven't had a chance to actually check it out yet, and should eventually. This is another one, though, that I wanted to check out, because I did like Two and a Half Men, and I'm not a big comedy guy, but every once in a while I like to check out some comedy shows. And I found Two and a Half Men to be very funny. However, once Charlie Sheen left the series, yes, he may have said some things about, whatever happened there with that kind of scandal, even though it wasn't on, in like on production. It was, kind of outside of that in the tabloids and stuff, and then he ended up getting fired from it. Then they replaced him with Ashton Kutcher. It's like, oh god damn, I do not like Ashton Kutcher. Dude, where's my car? Dude, where's your car? Dude, where's my car? And all he ever does is talk like this and get all excited, and that's supposed to be funny. I'm not a fan of Ashton Kutcher at all. So once they, ousted Charlie Sheen, I never checked out the show again, and I won't watch a single episode. I still won't up until this time, because he made that show. With that, it's like peanut butter and jelly. Charlie Sheen is the jelly. You got to have it. Otherwise, what do you have? It's just nothing. So this show, of course, is his new show afterwards, and man, I find it to be really, really funny. It's got a good concept too. The whole anger management thing, where basically Charlie Sheen plays anger management therapist, and essentially you have, in every episode, you have his patients, so to speak, or the people that he's working with, to try and help them control their anger, while he himself is dealing with his own anger that he has trouble controlling and has in his past as well too. I find it funny that they call him, they just use his name. They just call him Charlie in the show. He'll even have guest appearances from, like, his dad will be his dad in the show. Martin Sheen will be his dad in the show, and you'll have even Denise Richards had a special appearance there in an episode, and there's just a lot of fun people that he brings in here and there for the series. In addition to that, so he himself, of course, is hilarious. I'll just get that out of the way. I find Charlie Sheen to be very funny. And I should mention that this is not really a show for people that are under the age of, I want to say, 18. I wouldn't recommend it, because there is a lot of sexual, things that happen in the show, and a lot of the comedies based on sex. A lot of, the relationships in that are also very sexual. So if you're under that age, it's not for you. Okay, it's not for you. But for anybody else above it, which is basically who I try to gear my channel towards, it's a really fun comedy. It's really great. So you've got Charlie Sheen in there. He's pretty awesome as Charlie Goodson. He plays himself. In fact, actually, the character in the show may be a little bit less rambunctious than Charlie Sheen in real life, which is kind of funny. If you've seen any interviews or things with him winning. I love that video too, by the way, really fun. And then there is Shaunie Smith, who plays his ex-wife, so to speak, and she's pretty good. She's not too funny herself, but she plays off him really well, and she's a decent character, and they have kind of a good relationship between the two, even though they're divorced. Then we have, or separated at least, I'm not sure which. Then we have Noreen Dewolf, who plays Lacey, who's one of the anger management patients, who's very funny, very superficial, very self-centered, and very angry. So she's funny. We have Michael Arden as Patrick, who's really funny. He's gay and he's angry about it, and he manipulates and he says some really interesting things. So he's fun too. Derek Richardson as Nolan, who plays a different kind of angry person, where he's kind of very passive and just really stupid. So he's funny too. We have Barry Corbin as Ed, who's a lot of fun as well. And we have Danielle Bobadilla as Sam Goodson, his Charlie Sheen's daughter, Charlie's daughter in the show. And she's fun. She just plays kind of that family, adds that sort of family aspect to it, which is good. And then Selma Blair as Kate Wales is the last, I want to say, really standout character from the series. She's an actress that's been in a lot of things as well too. She's a huge actress who's been in tons of movies and stuff, and she's good in this one too. She's really funny in the show. So without getting into too much else and giving too many things away for people that haven't seen it, because this is kind of non-spoilery, I find the show to be hilarious, man. I find it to be a lot of fun. If you like psychology, you like that kind of thing, and you also, if you've seen anything about Charlie Sheen in real life and you find it to be funny, this show is definitely one you got to check out. In terms of score, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 as a comedy. It's tasteless, it's vulgar, it's for adults for sure, and it's a lot of fun. So there's my review for Anger Management. Definitely going to check out the rest of the series, and if you guys have seen it, let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about Charlie Sheen, because basically the show is him. Without him, the show doesn't exist. You couldn't really have a show without him. He can't be replaced. He can't be Ashton Kutcher in this show, or in 2.5 Men either. And the ratings, I think, have slipped every season since he's left, which kind of prove that. And I hope 2.5 Men eventually gets canceled. I hope so. So, because, I don't think that's cool. Anyway, because it's kind of like bosses can say whatever they want to employees and that they can't do anything. An employee says something, even if it's something rude or whatever, gets mad at one case, next thing you know, they get fired. It's kind of the world we live in, but, fight the man. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about all that. If you like this quick little review on something different, please sign up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share it, please favorite it, and I'll call it here. It's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Winning!